I am Jazz with Black Sheep HTX, sitting here with the wonderful and beautiful Miss Angela Yee of Power 105, The Breakfast Club. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
What's up, ladies? Make sure you join me, Angela Yee, for Texas Black Expo Diva Dialogue 2015. Now, I'm going to be there for
just finished up the Diva Dialogue. It was very inspiring with Miss Debbie Deb and Nicole Bitchie. How was that?
It was great. It was me, Debbie Deb, Lady Amy, Nicole Bitchie, and it was for 93.7 The Beat for the Texas Black Expo. So I was just excited because everybody there it was like a fun panel.
Oh, yeah.
It was like if I was sitting around talking to my friends.
It was definitely very inspiring for those who are looking to make a wave in the entertainment industry. Are y'all done with the events for this weekend, or you have anything else for TBE?
I think that's it. You know, now I get to just kind of walk around.
Yeah, get some Frenchies.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I know that you're from Flatbush and you moved to Jersey.
Yeah.
I actually visited New York for the first time last weekend.
Oh my gosh, what part did you go?
I was actually in Flatbush.
Oh, you were?
Yes, I stayed. I know. I stayed in Brooklyn, and so I was traveling by subway or whatever. It was just very different. Very different.
Sheesh, I'm scared for you.
Yes, I tried to go to the station actually, but I couldn't find it. So look at God, you're sitting right here with me right now. So that worked out. How was it like growing up in the city?
It was good. I mean, I grew up in Brooklyn, so I kind of feel like when you grow up, just like anywhere, you kind of stay in your neighborhood where you grew up. So I think, for me being in Brooklyn, I kind of never really left my little radius of, going to school and then coming home. And so when I got older and I was going to school like in the city and kind of venturing out a little bit, and I moved to Jersey, it just opened up a whole new world of experience, and just making new friends in other places and seeing how different it was for me. I think sometimes when you're young, if we didn't really travel, the only place we went was once a year we would go to Montserrat. That's where my mom side of the family is from in the West Indies. That's the only place that I had ever been until like I graduated from college. Other than that, that's that was my whole world. So it was just interesting to move to Jersey and see like trees and grass in the park and people with cars. A lot of people didn't have cars growing up or even know how to. My mom couldn't really drive until we moved to Jersey, where you kind of have to drive. So it was just really different.
Okay, so you did mention school. You went to school for English. You majored in English, and you originally wanted to be a writer.
Right.
So what led you down the path of the music industry and the entertainment world?
Well, when I was in school, I did a lot of internships in music. Like I interned at MTV, I interned at a record label, I interned for Wu-Tang. So when I graduated, it was just easy for me to get a job doing that. It's what I knew. And I feel like writing in English is something that you utilize no matter what
you're doing
in life. It is important to be able to write well. So I ended up doing marketing. I was young. I was trying to find out. I always enjoyed writing. I always enjoyed reading. That's why I was English major. So I said, I'm just going to major in something that I like. I'll probably end up writing books, teaching, or whatever. And, still do write all the time.
Yes, you still write. What do you like to write?
Well,
just
depends. I like fictional, more than anything. But I think I got to get more on that. But I do enjoy now. I have a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah.
I feel like having been in this business as long as I have, there's so much, especially like doing a panel like we just did today. A lot of people ask me questions, and I feel like a lot of people want the same kind of advice or have the same questions about this business or about life in general. So I do think it would be beneficial to write something like that.
Inspiring. Okay, do maybe a tell-all book or anything like that? You have seen a lot. You've interviewed a lot of people.
I wouldn't do a tell-all book. I was thinking about something more inspirational as far as advice from my own experiences.
Yes.
So, I think a tell-all just kind of has a
bad name.
Yeah.
So, you did manage a couple of artists in your past. Are you ever thinking about getting back into the management, or are you good where you're, good where you're at now?
I definitely don't want to do that anymore. I mean, it's a great experience, but it's hard enough for me to manage myself.
Oh, yeah.
Manage my own life. So, and like I had told, Jay Electronica was the last person I worked with management-wise. I always would tell him, I'd be like, look, I can't be a real manager because I feel like I have so much stuff I have to do. Like, sometimes I work 7 days a week. I can't even dedicate the time that you need to dedicate to you, because as a manager, it's really you putting somebody else's life ahead of your own for most of the time.
Definitely.
And, if you can't do that, you're never going to be a great manager. I can't be a great manager now because what I have to do is a lot of times gonna supersede what he has.
Exactly. Okay, so let's talk about your show, Lip Service.
No. I'm single. I'm very
Wait,
single.
hold on. When did you and your who?
I had a man. I was in a relationship for 7.5 years.
And when did y'all break up?
We broke up about almost 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
That'll be 2 years in December.
That's a long time to be with somebody. Like, what would make that end?
I cheated on him.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I was honest about it.
I know that it was originally on Shade 45, and then you also had a Vibe column and the YouTube videos. Your fans that do keep up with you and have been with you for so long, they are super pumped and excited that it's back. So what made you want to make it a podcast?
Well, I had been wanting to do it. It was just a matter of finding the time and figuring out who was going to be on it with me. So, you know, a lot of people have been pushing me to do it. I have a studio that I can work out of. I have people that can film it. I have a couple of great co-hosts, Stephanie Santiago and Gigi McGuire. So it was just a matter of all of those things kind of coming together, me being comfortable with my life being so busy. And also, I don't want to do it and not do it consistently, you know, because I had did a couple of episodes and then for a few months we didn't do it again. And I was like, you know what, I got to make sure that I really am dedicated to making sure it comes out.
Okay. Yeah, where do you, I guess, find the topics? Because y'all get really steamy and get down to the real on that show. So where do you?
Freestyle.
Yeah, it just comes from the own.
If you think about stuff that you talk about with your friends and things that are popular to discuss, it just kind of flows into that. You know?
Yeah.
A lot of things that's great about lip service. I feel like it is educational for guys and for women. You know, to see what do women really think about relationships, about sex, what do we really like, and we might. Obviously, we all have different experiences and different views, but I do think that, you know, the conversations and the topics are fun. Not only are they fun, but it also is real things that people talk about. It's not, you know, I think sometimes there's like this stain on women discussing their personal business and their personal life, but we're doing it in such a fun, lighthearted way. I think it is pretty empowering to be like, okay, we can talk about not just, you know, superficial things, but we can talk about like our lives and let you into that and let people know like maybe certain things that you do, other people do also. Maybe there's questions you have. Well, here's the answer to that I don't know who I can talk to. There's people who have no one to talk to about questions that they might have about sex. So
or embarrassed maybe to ask.
Might be embarrassed.
So,
so it's nice to see like real women discussing things that you're interested in hearing about.
As for, you know, like I said, you've mentioned and you've interviewed, you've made appearances with different artists, different celebrities, and I peep a lot of them like hitting on you from time to time, giving you side eyes. Are you dating anyone, or is there anyone that in your personal life right now, in your love life? How's that?
Yeah, dating, that part is great. I mean, I think that comes with it. I think, you know, guys do interviews and maybe it makes it more fun for an interview for people to flirt with you. They do it not just with me, but with like a lot of, you know.
Whoever it may be.
So, you know, it is part of what it is. And I don't take it that seriously at all. Like, I don't mind. I think it's funny.
So how do you keep, because you are Angela Yee, you are the source of the news, the entertainment, the gossip. How do you keep your business out of the rumor report?
I mean, I don't really mind discussing my business. I think it's funny because I don't mind when people, you know, even if you just take a picture with somebody, it's just interesting. Like, no matter who you are as a female, you put up a picture like, oh, they're definitely doing this. People say I'm sleeping with Envy or with Charlotte. Like, that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know these people's wives and kids, that sounds crazy to me, but it's just, you know, perception. So I don't even feed into it. I just be like, whatever.
Exactly. Okay, so you did manage the electronica. I read that you were really into reggae, or there was a lot of reggae playing when you were younger. What can we find on your playlist now?
It is. I do listen to a lot of reggae, actually. But let me see. What do I like now? You know, I like artists like Jeremiah, I like Ray Sherman, I like Kendrick. I like a whole variety of things. I also love like old music that my parents used to listen to, you know, like any type of like Motown, old soul music. I love 80s music. I just love it. It's weird. Like,
variety.
It depends on what kind of mood I'm in, because music really does fit whatever, you know. I might randomly be like, I was cleaning my house the other day and I was like, let me put on this 80s, you know, pop. And it was really funny. I was like, oh, I do know some of these songs because, you know, I just listen to everything.
So So what do you do whenever you do get downtime? Because like, I know like you mentioned in the Diva Dialogue, you're always busy, you're always on the go, trying to expand your brand. So when you do get some personal time, what do you like to do besides write?
Whenever I have time, first of all, I love running. Like I like going to the park and doing little jogs because that's a great way for me to clear my head and feel like healthier. So that's always important to me to take time to do that because sometimes I'll feel like I'm really tired, I'm exhausted, I'm fatigued. I'm like, that's because I need to go out and like run and just like get my, get it going. Yeah. But a lot of times if I have some time, I feel like I work really, really hard. I like to be like, let me go somewhere, let me go somewhere on vacation, even if it's for 2 days and just relax, lay in the sun, have a drink outside on the beach, things that I don't get to really do that often, just relaxing wise. So I might be like, okay, I'm going to work straight for the next 6 weeks, no days off. But then after that, I'm going to take that weekend off and go somewhere. Okay. And that's how I reward myself.
Where is your favorite destination spot or like your favorite vacation?
The nicest place I've ever been to that was absolutely beautiful is Turks and Caicos.
Where's that at?
That is, it is, I guess Turks and Caicos is in the Caribbean, right?
Sure.
I think it's near Anguilla. But anyway, that was like the most beautiful place that I've ever been to. Like I really, really, I stayed at the Amenura. I enjoyed it so much. Like if anybody has a chance to go there, it was so relaxing. It's not much to do, which was great for me. If you're looking for something, like I have to go out and party all the time. So if I have an opportunity to not have to do that, that was incredible. Oh yeah. I do Hennessy now.
Oh, you do Hennessy now?
But I do Hennessy.
Okay, Hennessy. And then you also have your Team Yee TV. Y'all, the Breakfast Club is now on Revolt. Has been on there for a while. You spokesperson. Have a lot of stuff going for you.
I used to do Miss Jesse's.
Are you not doing her anymore?
And I absolutely love them. I'm doing Shea Moisture now.
Okay.
Also, so yeah, it's interesting. Like, Shea Moisture, they have like a whole product line of like lotion, shower gel, and everywhere. But they have it. They have certain things that are exclusively at Target. Like they have like the Black African soap and whatever that I love. So but Miss Jesse's, that's like my family. They really helped me out a lot
when you first got.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And they have and there's a book out right now too. Miss Jesse's, it's really good.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm natural actually, so I'm trying to tame my natural curls and my natural hair. So I've definitely heard good things about Miss Jessie.
Don't tame it, let it be.
Everybody can do that. But so since you are still building your brand, what advice would you give to those aspiring to follow in your footsteps and themselves in the entertainment and music industry?
Well, I think it's always important to make sure that you are always reinventing yourself and always thinking of ways that you can improve. I think it's important I used to always be working. I still do work a lot, but I've always said this, like there's, hard work is just the most important thing, I think. Yeah. And relationships are really important too. Just make sure you really establish and maintain great relationships with people. And that comes from proving yourself over and over again, showing that you are responsible, you are great at what you do, you are reliable.
Okay, well, before I let you go, we like to play a little game with our Black Sheep TV interviewees. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask you two things, and you can just briefly explain, once you choose, why you chose, the answer that you did. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start off simple. And so Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram.
Why Instagram?
I use Instagram a whole lot more than I use my Facebook, probably. It's just like the instant I posted. I mean, I guess Facebook is the same.
Yeah, but it's making a comeback. I heard like they have all the funny videos on Facebook and everything now.
I go on Facebook too, but I feel like Instagram for some reason is easier for me to navigate because it's only pictures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So on my phone, which is what I'm normally on, I'm always on Instagram. When I'm on my computer, I'm on Facebook and I don't even look at Instagram. But on my phone, which is with me all the time, I'm always on Instagram.
Okay, so writing or radio?
Radio.
Radio?
Yeah.
Over your passion? I know that was your first love.
Well, I think it all incorporates, it all kind of goes together. And radio is something that is the core of everything that I do. Even as a writer, I feel like radio is going to help me become a great writer and, help me establish like a family.
Okay. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Why chocolate?
I'm not really a huge vanilla fan. I love chocolate. Like anything, like I used to, chocolate ice cream was my favorite growing up. I love like chocolate chip cookies. I just love chocolate. Vanilla, I don't really like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that you didn't make that a sexual question. Every time I interview someone, that turns into something else.
Oh,
Chocolate or
I'm
vanilla.
super greedy and I love dessert.
Yeah.
So if you ask me a question like that, the first thing that comes to mind
It's food.
Damn, I think about some food.
Okay, DJ Envy or Charlamagne the God?
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna have to say Envy.
Why Envy?
Because Charlamagne left me.
I listened to that yesterday.
Okay.
Yes.
Charlamagne left me. That's CIAA weekend.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, so I'm gonna go with Envy because Envy called me and was like, "Are you
He was concerned.
Yeah.
Okay. And then last, The Breakfast Club or the morning show, the morning after with Angela Yee?
The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club?
Yeah, the morning after is over and then I loved it. It was great that it led me to, you know,
The greater things.
Yeah, The Breakfast Club, and I think it's phenomenal how we've grown into what we've grown into. Without the morning after, there would have been no Breakfast Club.
Definitely. Well, I do want to thank you for sitting down. I know you're super busy. You got a lot to do. You got to get your Frenchies and yeah.
What's up? It's Angela Yee from The Breakfast Club, and you're watching Black Sheep HTX.